grow together, you and me. It's the digitally integrated art lab, let's see. Can you feel the vibe? Group, we feel it, oh yeah. Building dreams worldwide. Group, we're building, oh yeah. Got AI tools at your fingertips. Learn to market, design and script. From Canva tricks to Etsy flair, DCT takes you everywhere. Who's ready to thrive? We're ready, oh yeah. Let's bring our goals alive. We'll do it, oh yeah. DCT, where the magic starts. Turning passions into works of art. Empowered minds, success in sight. We're shining bright all day, all night. Who's got the mindset strong? Group, we got it, oh yeah. Who's been dreaming all along? Group, we dreamed it, oh yeah. Time to soar, don't wait too long. We're flying, oh yeah. Live shifts every Friday night, answering questions, keeping it tight. Community strong, we all belong. Here in DCT, we can't go wrong. Who's here to create? Group, we're here now, oh yeah. Let's innovate, collaborate together, oh yeah. DCT, it's the place to be for digipreneurs just like you and me. Lift your voice, let's shout and sing. At DCT, we do big things.
All right, I am back, everybody. I am back, and it looks like I got everything squared away. I had to restart this thing. That's very interesting. All right, so I want to make sure that everybody can hear me okay. Can you hear my voice? Can you hear my voice okay? Go ahead and give me a 1 in the chat if you can hear my voice okay. I don't know if it was like some thing where I jumped off of Zoom, then jumped onto Restream, and it was like, I don't like none of this. And it's just like, I ain't doing none of this. So I want to make sure you guys can hear me okay. And do this. Make sure you guys can hear me okay. And let's do this. All right, good, good, good. So you guys can hear me okay. Let me check one more thing. Let's see. Perfect. We're back. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. All right. Now, I didn't do this before because I was thrown off my square, y'all. So let me know in the chat how you're doing between a 1 and a 5, 5 being the best, 1 being not so well. Let me know how you're doing in the chat. And the reason why I want to share, or this came up for me to do, is because I want you guys to know, even though things did not start out the way I wanted it to, I still feel like a 5. I still feel like a 5. All right. So between 1 and 5, 5 being the best, 1 being not so good, unless I flip that around, just let me know in the chat how you guys are doing. And while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and get started with this presentation, since we're getting started a little later. All right. All right. So it's really not liking this whole Zoom situation, jumping off and then jumping back on, or it could just be my computer. I don't know. It's probably time for me to reboot. All right, but that's neither here nor there. All right. So those of you that are 3s or 2s and 1s and 2s, I want to pray peace for your evening. All right. And I want you guys to go ahead and send your support as well. Okay. Now, let's get into this Etsy class, because I want to talk about posting and praying because it's not a strategy, not anymore. I want you to go ahead and ditch the crickets. I want you to go and dust off your shelves because we're going to pivot like a pro tonight. And we're going to finally make sales. And I'm going to speak to you as a top 1% Etsy seller. I'm going to speak from that that viewpoint. All right. So I want you guys to understand what it looks like as a top Etsy seller, but I'm also going to speak to you guys as someone that started at zero, who started in 2015 and things didn't really get going until about 2018, 2019. And these are some of the things I wish I would have known when I first got started. So I'm hoping that the information that I share with you guys will help you move a lot faster than I did. All right. So I need to see who's here. Who has an Etsy shop but haven't made any sales, or you haven't made many sales? Go ahead and just type E in the chat. Type E in the chat. I want to see who is here. All right. And then for those of you that don't have an Etsy shop yet, I want you to type N, the letter N. So E for those of you who have an Etsy shop, but you may have not had many sales or any sales at all. And then those of you that have not started an Etsy shop, I want you to type in. All right, perfect. I want to know who is in the room with me. All right, perfect. Okay. So let me start with my shop first. All right. So that way I can lay the groundwork and give you guys some social proof for those of you that are new to the Coco Twins experience. So the very first thing that I'm going to do is search for my shop because I want to show you this one thing. When I type the word Coco, look what comes up. Coco Twins is one of the search terms that is built inside of Etsy. And all of you can do it. So this is your first lesson for the evening. One of your hashtags can be your business name. All right. One of your hashtags can be your business name until your business name can stand alone. And that's how I was able to do this. Right. So I would tell people to search for Coco Twins. They search with the space. Some search without the space. Either way, they're still able to find me. So I'm going to go ahead and click Coco Twins and go over to my shop. So I'm going to go to my shop. To find my shop, just look for Coco Twins. I'm trying to take you guys through it so you can see how to get there. Or there it is right there. So it says Ads by Sellers. That's me. I'm going to go ahead and click on my name, Coco Twins. And here I am. So on my site, I have 44,285 sales with an average 5-star review, or like Etsy says here, 4.8 or higher review. Last month, I lost my star seller badge because I missed one image because I was celebrating my 50th birthday, and I'm okay with getting that. So instead of being at the mark that they want you to be at, I was one mark below, that which is fine with me. Same thing happened when I was in the Marine Corps and I was doing a training exercise. One mark below kept me from becoming a ammunition specialist. And then that thing flipped into me becoming a design engineer. So I'm okay with that. All right. So 44,000 sales, over 44,000 sales, 5-star review. And you can see my reviews down here. You can see what people are doing with the art. You can see what people are saying about the art. I'm going to scroll down some more or scroll back up. Oh, it's not showing the pictures now. But you can see what people have purchased the most. You can see what they're saying about it. And this can be a lesson learned for you guys because you can look at good and bad reviews and you can build your store upon somebody else's success or what may look like a failure, which is actually a win in disguise. All right. You said they got your badge too. So I'm going to go back to posting and praying. Is it a strategy? So if you're tired of zero sales, I want to fix that for you. All right. So let me know if this is you too. Just talk back to me, y'all. I got to get back on my square. So you opened your Etsy shop with high hopes. Maybe you even imagined daily sales and the magical cha-ching sound. But instead, you get silence. You're frustrated, confused, and wondering what you missed. You're not the problem. Your strategy is the problem. And that's exactly what we are going to talk about this evening. All right. I'm going to go ahead and queue up. Let me do this. Going to queue up. I don't want to queue up my TikTok shop with you guys in here. So let me change my share. Play share to, there we go. All right. So I'm going to get into TikTok really quickly. Go to my page and let you guys listen to these messages. So let me share my place a screen, TikTok, and share. And I want to share one thing that a lot of Etsy sellers do not say to people. This is something that they keep to themselves, but I'm not a gatekeeper, so I'm going to spill the beans. Keep watching. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Happy belated Mother's Day. I want to talk to all the digital creators who offer digital download products on Etsy. I want you to do this. If you offered Mother's Day digital downloads, don't take them down. Don't take them down. No. What you need to do are these two things. Number one, pivot. Change your title. Change your description. Make it a gift for mom instead of Mother's Day. You can still have Mother's Day in your description, but make it something for a mother. Think about this. I'm going to give you an example. I shared this in the other video. I'm going to share this again. If you created a digital download that features a child giving their mother flowers as a digital download, or maybe you created a digital download that is word art, and the word art has various fonts or maybe even patterns around it. Instead of marketing it or positioning it as a digital download for Mother's Day, flip it out to a gift for mom. And in your hashtags, your SEO down at the bottom, and even your alternative text, your alt text, that when you click the image in Etsy, you can put the text in that little box there. Go over to Etsy if you haven't, check it out. Put Mother's Day there. All right. Then do this. When Mother's Day comes back around, 2026, 3 months before Mother's Day come around, start flipping your description and your title back to Mother's Day. All right. Don't take it down. Leave it. Leave your digital download product. Then do this. This is number 2. For those digital download products that do say Happy Mother's Day, don't take those down. Leave them up. Don't worry about changing out your titles. Don't worry about changing out your description. Instead, do this. Move them to the last page in your store. Don't take them down. There will be business owners, especially if your licensing for your digital downloads allows people to use them to create commercial products or to sell things. Don't take them down. Just move them to the last page. There will be business owners who are creating ahead of time. There are business owners who are creating for Mother's Day 2026 right now. But there are a lot of people that don't say this because this is information that the top sellers do not want you to know. Make sure you guys like this post. Make sure you comment and make sure you share this out. All right. Thank you for that. I forgot to hit the open up the mic. All right. So don't take those digital products down. Those Mother's Day digital products, leave them up. Do not take them down. And the reason why you don't want to take them down is because right now somebody is searching for a Mother's Day digital download product that they could put on a product because maybe they didn't get to see their mom. Maybe they're going to see their mom this weekend because last weekend they celebrated Mother's Day with their children. And then the following weekend they want to sell or share their have Mother's Day then. You never know what somebody may be dealing with, but if you are prepared, if you have things up, then it makes it easier for people to be able to find you and support your store. All right. So keep that in mind. Do not take those digital download products out. So, lesson number 1, turn your business name into a hashtag. Lesson number 2, don't take those digital products down, those Mother's Day digital products down. Instead, pivot. And then this is the other video I want to share with you guys. And I'm going to get it loaded up. So let me close out of here. Perfect. And let me share this tab and go here. Etsy sellers, especially those getting started out, and also those who have their stores already up, but you need some gain in order to be able to start making those sales. I'm going to share something with you that a lot of top Etsy sellers do not talk about. All right, so check it. Print-on-demand sellers, they need physical products. Before they can offer their physical products, they need designs. So they need your digital download product. If you are offering your digital download business to business and not just simply business to consumer, then you are what they need. What do I mean by business to business? I mean offering your digital download products with commercial use rights. Now, as a business owner that offers your digital download products with commercial use rights to physical product business owners, then you are positioning yourself as a go-to to help them create ahead of schedule. So when people are done with Mother's Day, they typically focus on Christmas. When people are done with Christmas, they focus on Mother's Day, and this is why. The 2 most shopped for holidays in the United States of America are Mother's Day and Christmas. And if you want to position your digital download products as something that people will use, especially business to business, so you can get your prices up, then you want to think like the top sellers think. And as a top seller myself, one of the things that I do is I make sure that I am ahead of schedule because I know who my target audience is. And you can start with those Mother's Day products, right? Those Mother's Day digital download products. So say, for instance, you created a design, a word art design that says mama. Maybe inside of the word art design, you have an intricate floral design. Instead of an intricate floral design, go ahead and put a Christmas pattern inside of it. And as a matter of fact, are you designing for any other holidays in between Mother's Day and Christmas? Then go ahead and do that as well. But make your focus Mother's Day and Christmas. Position yourself as the go-to for those things. And also check out the trends for Mother's Day. People typically stay on the same trend during the year. Don't believe me? Go ahead and search Coquette Bow. Coquette. That was a thing last year. Also, the ghosts were a thing last year as well. Those things that usually start trending early in the year, people look for it in different, for different holidays and for different things like that, right? So start creating for Christmas now. I'm not saying post your product. I'm saying design your product now. So when the 3rd quarter rolls around, which is July, August, and September, you'll be loading your products for the 4th quarter, which is October, November, and December. Then, because you have, or I'm not going to say then, I'm going to say this. When you post early, it helps Etsy go ahead and position your stuff in their site the right way. So when people start searching for Christmas and your stuff is new, your stuff will be ahead. If people purchases from you, then that gives your digital download product a boost. If you have videos in your listing, that gives your listing on Etsy a boost. If you are using more than 5 images as your mock-ups, that gives your listing a boost. If people come over and like and favorite your shop and your listing, that gives things a boost. New things get boosted automatically inside of Etsy because the algorithm doesn't know what to do with it, right? So, the rules of engagement here. If you want to boost your shop, think like a top 1% creator, and we do not create for Christmas in the fourth quarter. We start creating for Christmas after Mother's Day. We start creating for Mother's Day after Christmas. Doesn't mean that we post the products, the digital download products, but it means that we prepare ourselves to post those digital download products. All right, y'all be easy. And if you have any questions, please let me know. And before I get out of here, I want those of you that use AI as your tool to design to think about this and to put this under your head wrap, your scarf or whatever in your back pocket. Not everybody knows how to use AI. Not everybody wants to learn how to use AI. Not everybody cares that you actually used AI. So don't think that everybody is doing the same thing. If you think that everybody is doing the same thing, then I challenge you to expand your territory and reach out into other communities and spaces, and you'll see exactly what I mean. There are people that are just now discovering ChatGPT even exists, let alone that you can create beautiful images using it. Etsy sellers, especially those getting started out. All right. So, yeah, I wanted to give you guys those tips early. And I hope you guys take heed to that because that is how the top sellers are doing it. They're not waiting till after Thanksgiving to start designing and posting their Christmas stuff. They're designing now. There are people who sell print on demand products. They don't design the products. They know where to source the products. They know where to what print on demand companies work the best, but they need the digital illustrations. And if you can provide the digital illustrations in a way that helps them stay ahead of the game, then you will position yourself as a go-to person. All right. So that is another pivot. All right. Design early. Design early. All right. Robin said that she saw in Hobby Lobby fall pumpkins already. That's what they do because Etsy doesn't know what to do with your product when you first post it over on Etsy. So it's going to give it a boost to see where it goes, right? There are going to be people who are searching for Christmas stuff. And if your stuff is new, they're going to go searching for that new stuff because they don't want their stuff or, yeah, they don't want their stuff looking like everybody else's, right? When you put 5 mock-ups on your Etsy listing, it boosts your listing. When you offer it on maybe, or let me put it like this, when you create organic traffic, meaning you move people from point A to point Etsy, that boosts the listing because when people look at the listing, when people favorite the listing, when people buy the listing, that all works. Now, the problem with this, and I know some people, they understand Etsy and they also understand conversion rate. So this is for my Etsy people that are listening to me now. If you bring over a whole bunch of people and you get no sales, it lowers your conversion rate, which means that that could be a ding against you. I know, guys, this is catch 22. Bring people over, you got to, but then if they don't buy. But here's the thing. If they do not buy, then it's time for you to pivot your description, your title, or your images. Or it just, if okay, I'll put it to you like this. If you brought people over from your TikTok, your IG, your Facebook over to Etsy, your messaging is good. They know what you're saying. But when they get over to your listing, they may be confused. And the confused buyer doesn't buy anything. All right. So don't take it as nobody wants your product. take the sign of you not getting any sales, your conversion rates being low, to mean that you need to pivot somewhere within the listing to make it connect with people. All right. Let's keep going, because if you're tired of zero sales, I want to continue to fix that. All right. Let's keep going. You know you got great products, but you don't know where your sales are, right? The waiting game. You listed your digital product and waited nothing. If you find yourself in the wait game, that means you need to communicate what you have through a listing or through a post, through a video, through a live. You have to bring traffic over to Etsy yourself. I know some people will put, what is this, ads on their listings and haven't brought anybody over. Somebody like me that consistently brings money over to Etsy, you may see my product on the first page with no ad. Meanwhile, you got an ad and you're on page 20, right? That's because you need to bring people over. You need to get those sales. So just because you put an ad on a product doesn't necessarily mean it's going to convert into a sale. The best thing to do would be to bring people over. So your first bump, your first boost in Etsy is a new product. The second boost is you bring people over, they take a look at it. The third boost, they buy it. Then after that, put an ad on it. Yes, that is the secret. That is how you run these ads here on Etsy. There are some people that can work well from ads, but for the majority of us, we have to have a strategy or a framework in place to be able to do that. All right. Everybody says be consistent, but you are exhausted. You are burned out. You are burned out. And it may not mean, to avoid the burnout, you may need to stop putting so many products up and tailor your messaging, because a lot is great, but a lot and your messaging isn't correct, the way that you position your mock-ups isn't correct, that means you'll have to go and change all of that stuff out unless you can convert people over through speaking about your product. All right. So if you find yourself doing a whole bunch of something and still no sales, it's time to pivot. It's time to go into your community. It's time to talk to somebody to ask them to do an audit of your Etsy site. All right. Holidays bring bumps. Then it's back to crickets. I know that's somebody's truth. You get all of these sales during the holidays and then they're crickets, right? You don't need more effort. You don't need more products. You need better direction. So the real pain for a lot of people is you feel invisible. You create beautiful products, thoughtful products, then you're left questioning your talent. You start doubting your talent and questioning your niche. So when you start to do that, you talk less and less and less about what you have on Etsy, and then you become more frustrated. All right. Especially as you watch other people rise. You're like, I know my stuff is better than that. But why are they rising and I am not rising? All right. Those Etsy audits, they work. Trust me. All right. So you didn't come this far to just stop. It's not your work, it's your approach. I don't know how many times I can say that. I want you guys to know that your work is beautiful. I've seen it. Your work is absolutely beautiful. But some of you, you have to work on your mock-ups, because your mock-ups, and I'm going to say this, and this may sound a little weird, and y'all let me know if it does. A lot of you are creating your mock-ups for the thief. Let me say that one more time. A lot of you are setting up your mock-ups for the thief and not the buyer. Why do I say that? Because when I look at your mock-ups, your images are itty bitty tiny little images, because you're so worried about somebody stealing from you that you don't create a very good mock-up, right? So Sabrina says, how do you get an Etsy audit? So one of the things you can do is come over into DCT if you belong to the community. Come over into DCT and let us know that you need somebody to take a look at your listing, right? If you wanted to hire someone, then just ask, right? But if you come over to the group and you get an Etsy audit straight from the group, people will tell you, oh, when I saw it, maybe you need to look at this, maybe you need to look at that. You know, your title is off. When you set up your Etsy listing, I don't know if you guys know this, I'm gonna go into my site, let you guys see it. Share this tab instead. All right. So you see how the titles are on these products? You see they're cut. So say for instance, let's see here. So 30 black clip. Let's do this as a matter of fact. I'm going to do let's see here. Black girl clip art. All right. So Black Girl clip art, you can see mine is right here. I have an ad on it because I have been making sales on it and it's popular now on Etsy. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to filter down to bestsellers on Etsy. So buckle up, Buttercup. All right. Watch. What I want you to do after typing in your search term, I want you to come over to all filters. I then want you to go down until you see digital formats. Then I want you to select star seller. But we're not focused on star sellers, no. And congratulations to all star sellers. What we're focused on is bestseller. All right, so let me show you guys what it looks like to get there. Go over here and share. All right. So when I selected digital downloads and star seller, the URL switched to this instead of just showing a search. Where you see the word star, you want to replace it with the word best. Watch what happens with the search term, the filter star seller, when I hit enter. Etsy flips it to bestsellers. So now you can see the bestseller products. All right. Now, talking about your title for your listing description. Take a look at take a look at the top 4 listings. I'm going to tell you what they all have in common. They all tell you at the very beginning their clip art. That's one thing you should pay attention to. It's clip art. All right. So let me go ahead and put this screen back. There we go. Clip art, clip art, clip art, clip art. If they had the name of this image, right? So if I had a title that says face card, Black women, you won't necessarily see that this is a clip art bundle. People will tap on things because of what they see. They're like, look, I don't want to go through all of these things. I need to see that this is clip art. So because it says clip art, they understand that. A lot of your listings, when I look at them, these images, like they have them big and bold. Yours is tiny, 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 tiny because you're worried about somebody stealing from you. Look at image number 2. This is a great example on how to set up your mockups to make it hard for the layperson to steal from you. Instead of putting these watermarks all over your image, consider placing them in a way that makes them hard to crop. Not everybody knows Canva. And also do this. If your package includes 20 images, 30 images, don't show all 30. Show just a few. Show just a few. So the one thing you notice with all of these images on this first page is everybody has optimized their view unless it's a really large combination of images. Everybody. Do people steal from you? Absolutely. People will steal a brick out of your building if they saw it was loose. So yes, people are going to steal from you. But guess what happens if you are in front of your digital download products? When people see your digital download product out there and somebody else is speaking as if they created it, then that causes people to lose trust in them, right? So a lot of people will put their focus into the person that's stealing, but don't understand that that person doesn't even understand the rules of engagement when it comes to clip art. And they'll fizzle out. How many of you guys, and a prime example, A lot of you have been following Coco Twins for a long time. How many of those people, and you used to see it a lot, how many of those people that used to steal from me are even in business anymore? Not a lot of them. Because when I pivoted into AI, they didn't know what to do, right? They didn't know how to set this up. They were just taking a hand-drawn art and just using it, right? But now it's different. Now, if somebody decides to steal from you and this is AI generated art, then you know what you do. You go ahead and you go back to your whole conversation in ChatGPT, create some new images, and pivot to another platform and still leave those up. But inside of your listing, tell people where to go to get those other images, right? People can only take so much from you before they go ahead and they fizzle out. This is a long game, y'all. This is a long game. Right now, we cannot get AI art copyright protected, but the way that you can show ownership of your art so people will know it's you is if you show up in front of it. Like everybody knows this image right here was created using one of the prompt guides from Nita. All right. We all know that because that's Nita's thing. So when we see the ladies with the afros, we immediately think Nita. So if somebody was selling one of her prompt guides, we would know it's Nita, right? Because she's very active on TikTok. She's very active in communities. So we know who it is. You guys can do the very same thing. The very same thing. All right. Going to go ahead and go back to the presentation. All right. So these are some tips that top sellers know that you don't just yet. We plan things out. Top sellers don't wait for sales. They plan for them. They strategize. They don't guess. They strategize. They're consistent. They never leave their income up to the holiday. They've got a system that works year round because we understand how to make things evergreen. And this presentation gives you that system. Holidays shouldn't control your sales. So design early. Top sellers design for the next holiday right after the last one ends. Get rewarded. Etsy rewards, Etsy rewards early listings. Be ready. Sales come when you're ready, not when you're rushing. Catch planners. Buyers plan ahead, especially businesses. Design in March, sell in May. That's how you stay ahead. And also this, sell to people who are already buying. When planning ahead, think business to business, not always business to consumer. When you think business to business, you'll understand that buyers plan and start designing months in ahead. And the reason why they start planning months ahead is because if you're creating a hoodie for Christmas, you want to have that product on hand. So you're not going to start looking for designs for your sweatshirt or your hoodie in doggone September. No, you're going to start having those things ready early. And as a print on demand seller, you need images. So because they have to have things early, you have to have things early as well. All right. So early content needs, they need the graphics, the templates, they need the content early. And these people always buy more than one thing at a time. They always do. All right. So if you want consistent sales, start selling to consistent buyers. Offer commercial use. Speak their language. All right. So your DIY people, they don't want to sell anything. So that's a low ticket product. Your people that want to sell what you create, then that's a higher price ticket product. All right. So this is what I want you guys to do with your holiday listings, Mother's Day, and Christmas. So identify your flexible listings. Use this for listings that don't have specific holiday dates. This is an example. Say, for instance, you create something for Mother's Day. Say, for instance, you create something for 100 days. Say, for instance, you create something for Valentine's Day. You can use those words during the buying period for those times of year. But once you're done, flip it out to make it say gift for mom, gift for teacher, a gift for your love, a gift to help keep someone motivated, right? Instead of Mother's Day, instead of Teachers Appreciation Day, right? You can still have it in your description, but flip it out of your title, right? Put it right in your description. So that way, when people see the listing on Etsy, they'll know what it is right away. All right. So swap out the title, make things evergreen, but keep your back end words because there are people that are still searching for those things. And I'm going to show you guys exactly what I mean. Flip when seasonal. So when Mother's Day 2026 come back around, change your title out from a gift for mom to Mother's Day. People, that's how people are searching are the words Mother's Day. All right. Now, for those of you that are like, nah, I don't even believe that. Let me show y'all something. Christmas. This is exactly what I mean. Christmas. Clip art. I'm using Everbee to do my market research. So that's why you guys see it spinning. A Christmas t-shirt, 1,700 searches in April. The searches get higher as we get closer to the holiday. Let's do this. Christmas PNG. Let's see what we get. 800 Christmas PNG bundle, 1,171 monthly searches. All right. Let's go back. This is all Christmas. And y'all, we are May right now. Clip art Christmas. So more people are searching using the word Christmas first. And then we're going to do PNG. We're going to do clip art. How are people searching? So they're doing Christmas PNG. How am I telling this? What people are searching for the most is I'm looking at these numbers here. All right. So more people are searching for Christmas PNG bundle. I wonder why. I wonder why they're looking for bundles right now and not for individual images. DIYers typically look for individual images. Understand the rules of the game, y'all. These buyers are looking for bundles to start building because that's a lot of them are solopreneurs and it takes time. Or they may want to check the art and see what it looks like when it's printed out to go ahead and start designing around it. All right. So these Christmas bundles are what people are searching for. I'm going to do all filters. I only want to see digital downloads and I want to see bestsellers. So again, I'm going to select star seller. You see here, star seller. And you see digital downloads, right? Up here in the URL, I'm going to find the word star and replace it with the word best. Watch what happens to the filters. Just because Etsy no longer has the option for us to filter down by bestseller doesn't mean it's no longer there. It is there. So these are all the bestsellers right now on Etsy. I will tell you guys this, don't do anything that is trademarked or copyright protected. This is a thing from being in that space. There are people that are waiting for you to steal from them when the stuff is copyright protected. There are people who are waiting for you to steal from them. That's how they make money from that. They don't say anything. I don't know if you guys followed the whole Etsy situation earlier this year where somebody got something off Creative Fabrica, but the person who put it on Creative Fabrica didn't own it. That person didn't even send out a cease and desist. They didn't even just simply contact Etsy. They sent out cease and desist with notices to pay. The least amount I heard was $2,000. Not saying that that person was waiting for people to steal from them, but there are people who are waiting for you to steal from them. So do not do this. Not in the day and age of AI. You do not have to do this. All right. So avoid your Mickeys and, all these different people, and create something that is unique. Right. Create something that is different. Not only will Etsy take your store down, any money you make from this, they'll keep. And you may get sued by someone else. All right. So keep that under your hair wrap. So this is the stuff that's showing under Christmas P&G bundle. Using Evergreen, I'm going to go ahead and do a product analysis. And then I am going to see what they made last month. This shop made $9,373 on a digital product, a bundle, right? These are whole shops. $9,000 is what they made. All right. So keep that under your head wrap. All right. Let's keep going. For those products that may say specifically Happy Mother's Day or Merry Christmas, don't delete them, just move them. Move them to the back of your store. If you don't know how to do that, let me show you. So you want to go to your site. You want to be logged in. You want to select Edit Shop. Then you want to come down here to where you see Rearrange Items. You want to select an item and then you can move it to the last page. You can also move it like that. Does anybody need me to do that again? Does anybody need me to do that again? Because I know for a lot of people, this is the first time you're ever seeing, this is the first time you're seeing it. All right. So if we're good on that, I'm going to keep going. So that is how you rearrange your products, move them to the end. And also keep in mind that when you want to remove a product from your store, don't delete it, unpublish it. I don't know how many people have purchased from me in 2020, early 2024, when I pivoted my whole store and said I was taking everything down. They still came back and said, I didn't get a chance to download that in 2025. And I started that in February and I sent out messages and they messaged me this year. I didn't get a chance to download that. Do not delete your downloads, unpublish them. All right. So you guys do need me to do that again. So I'm going to go ahead and view on Etsy. So when you're ready to rearrange the items in your store, log into Etsy, go to your page where you see Edit Shop on your banner, select it. Scroll down until you see Rearrange Items, click it. You'll be able to control it using these 3 tools. That one moves it. This one you can actually type 3, it'll make it third. Down here, you can move it to the second page or to the last page or to the next page, wherever you want to move it to. So rearrange, don't delete. Design now, sell later. So there are people right now creating for Christmas. They have no intention of putting the stuff up for Christmas. They just want to be prepared for the third quarter. Third quarter starts July 1st. Where do you guys think Christmas in July comes from? Literally, people are gearing people up to get ready for Christmas. So these are the 3 phases. Your design phase, design right after each holiday. Your prep phase, always be prepping for what's coming. Posting phase, post 60 to 90 days before the next one. This isn't a hustle, it's freedom. You stay visible, relevant, and ahead of everyone else still scrambling. Want more views? Feed the algorithm. Apply this to anything. You want more views? Feed the algorithm. The algorithm only cares about feeding itself. You guys have heard me say that before. So when you feed the algorithm new listings, know that Etsy algorithm loves those and it will send your or give your listing a boost. The Etsy algorithm also likes videos because a lot of people convert into buyers when they see videos. So it likes videos. The algorithm only wants to feed itself, which is making money and getting eyes on it. So whatever people do and it converts, they're going to boost that because the more money you make, the more money they make. All right. Multiple images. Buyers typically buy from people who have 5 or more images. And make sure your images are clear and clean and nice, appealing. The algorithm likes that. The algorithm also likes when you walk people from point A over to point Etsy. So you go live, you tell them where you are, you send them that link, they go over there. Etsy likes, it likes saves, and it likes when people purchase from it. But also be aware of that conversion. If your conversion is low, then there's something with the listing that needs to be corrected. All right. Also know this: early listings rank better over time. Show up first, stay seen longer. So you're not failing. You're doing everything you need to be doing. You're just missing a system. You've got the talent, you've got creativity, you've got drive. Now it's time to work smarter, not harder. Use tools built for Etsy sellers. Create a system that helps you sell while you sleep. All right. So I didn't put no pictures in there. I didn't get a chance to. I was on a call with somebody else, but I still needed to bring you guys this information. The Etsy Digital Download Starter Kit powered by ChatGPT. So I created this for you guys. So that link right there will take you to 5 powerful GPT tools that will help you write your listings, come up with ideas, find what's trending over in Etsy. All right. That if you have the Dow chatbot, if you are part of DCT Accelerator, do not buy this. You already have access to these tools. I just bundled all the tools for Etsy into one place. All right. That's all I did. So don't go buy it. All right. Let's see if I can open it up. Open it up. All right. So the Etsy Digital Download Starter Kit, this quick start ebook gives you access to 5 ChatGPT tools to help you brainstorm, research, and sell digital products on Etsy. No tech skills or paid subscriptions required. One of the GPTs that's in this library is the listing description wizard. Give me a 1 in the chat if you already use the listing description wizard for your listings over on Etsy. All right. You'll get instant links to tools that spark product ideas, track trends, find top sellers, write better listings, and grow your shop faster. Perfect for new and growing Etsy sellers ready to work smarter with AI. All right, so that is there. And I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. So review your listings. Decide whether to pivot or relocate each listing. Number 2, plan ahead. Plan your next product launch 60 to 90 days out. I'm telling you guys now, you can be ready for Christmas. Number 3, use tools. Use the starter kit tools to work smarter, not harder. You're not behind. You're just ready to do it right this time. You are meant to succeed at this. This isn't a fluke. You're here because you're creative, you're smart, and you're ready to shift from stuck to sold. This isn't about trying harder, it's about finally trying smarter. Your shop is about to start working for you, so let's go. All right. So I'm all ears. Who has questions? Who want to talk? Who wants to talk about pivoting? Who wants to talk about seasonal timing? Who wants to start about or talk about the starter kit? Let me know. I'm here for you. Let me know what it is you want to be able to do. And while you guys are typing that out, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the listing description wizard so you can see this thing by itself is absolutely incredible. So I'm going to pull this up, see if you guys have any questions. Digital listing description. There it is, new chat. Perfect. All right, so let me see if you guys have questions. Let me go back to Etsy. And then I'm going to replace the share and do Etsy. There we go. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and bring this over here. And perfect. If I'm licensed, should I display my certificate somewhere? You could if you wanted to, if the seller requires you to show the certificate. One of the things that I used to tell my people who bought my hand drawn art is if they showed their, said that they purchased it from me, that they got access to my customers. So a lot of people who did that in the past, they're still using my Coco Twins hashtag. All right. Can you use this tool that I'm about to show you on other platforms? Yes. Please discuss the pivot. So I'm going to go ahead and go into Etsy again, show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so let me close out of this, go into Mother's Day. So we got all of these Mother's Day products. All right. Instead of like this right here where it says Mother's Day gift, instead of saying Mother's Day gift, they can flip it and say gift for mom. The pivot is in what you say, not necessarily in the mock-up. People celebrate moms all year round. They don't just celebrate mothers on Mother's Day. Think birthdays, think days they want to recognize. Maybe mom graduated from college. Everybody, I don't know, even this could possibly be on a t-shirt. But say, for instance, someone, let's filter out by digital downloads. Let's go ahead and do that again. Let's look at star sellers. I want to talk to you from the mindset of a buyer and how the pivot matters. All right. So this art here is for Mother's Day, but at the same time, it can also be used as a gift for mom. So 9 times out of 10, these people may have had Mother's Day gift at the beginning and cute mom gift at the end of the title because it gets cut, right? They can also take out Mother's Day bundle, place it in the description so it just says a gift for mom, right? They can also take this word and use it as one of their hashtags, or leave it just the way that it is and just flip your words out where Mother's Day isn't at the beginning of the sentence. Just make sure you have mom's gift in there as well, because after Mother's Day, give it a little bit of time. People won't be searching by Mother's Day, not the average consumer. They'll be searching for mom's gift. Now, a business to business, somebody that purchases digital products, they'll probably search by Mother's Day. They'll search by Christmas, but not your average Etsy buyer. So you have to understand the way that Etsy manages the people, that how they come over there. Most of the people that come over to Etsy are DIYers or people looking for personal gifts, not really business to business. People that offer business to business digital clip art or offer their digital clip art to business on Etsy, They may get a whole bunch of people, and the business owners don't want a whole bunch of people having the same design. So they may move theirs to their shop. That's another way to pivot. All right. Keep that in mind. Know who's shopping on Etsy. If you don't know who's shopping on Etsy, then ask ChatGPT to walk you through it. It's mainly DIYers, but you do have people that are looking for business to business digital products. All right. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and share this tab. So this is the digital product listing description wizard that is part of your bundle. All right. This listing I had in the past, it was, or not listing, this GPT in the past was available to everybody, but it has the restrictions have been turned on. Now, the way that this works, say for instance, you want to write your listing for your product, you push a button. You don't know how to use ChatGPT. You not necessarily. You don't know how to ask these questions. So you just really don't know what to say when you go over to ChatGPT. This GPT was created by me, a top Etsy seller. It is meant to walk you through the listing process. This is the framework. The very first thing you want to do is describe the digital download product you are selling or upload the product file. I'm going to go ahead and upload, get into it, go to downloads. Going to go ahead and upload the ebook that I created called the Digital Download Starter Kit. That is part of the listings when you are available when you scan the QR code in the top left-hand corner. All right. I'm going to go ahead and send it through. Because of the PDF. All right. Let's see here. I just uploaded let me start again. So let me do a new chat and start again because I uploaded the cover design and not the PDF. So I'm going to go ahead and upload the PDF while that is working. And did I do it? Did I download it? I didn't download it. So let me go ahead and download it. I got to get into Canva and download. Let's see here. So download as a PDF and export selected. All right. And it is downloading now. So let me go back to ChatGPT. Perfect. Those of you that don't have a product, you can use one of these descriptions or just say what it is you want to sell. I'm going to go ahead and upload the PDF now that I have it. There it is. I'm not going to say anything else. I'm just going to upload the PDF. I'm going to send it through. So you can create your product first. So it's going to give you a summary of the product. This is a digital starter kit designed to help Etsy sellers brainstorm, research, and grow their digital download shops using AI-powered tools, specifically ChatGPT. It includes 5 custom GPT tools, each with unique purposes like generating product ideas. You can sell those. Discovering trends, you can sell those. Researching the market, you can better position your product. Streamlining store strategy and writing listing descriptions. These are the tools that I use. This product is better suited for new and growing Etsy sellers looking for a low-tech, fast-track solution to launching or refining their shop with AI. No paid tools or subscriptions are required. So the next step, who is your target audience? This is what you would answer. A lot of you, when you're setting up your digital download product listings, you don't say who you're talking to. So people don't see themselves in it. So your product lacks clarity. So I'm going to say I am selling to new Etsy sellers, which is 1, the solopreneur, which is 2, the digital creator, which is 3, and then the side hustlers and stay-at-home parents. For every question that this GPT asks, it provides detailed examples to help you answer the question. This tool can also be used as a tool to help you build a service, to write Etsy listings for other people. Don't know if you know that. You can tell them to send you the product. They'll write the Etsy listing for you, or to give you a description of the product and you write the Etsy listing for them. The GPT will. All right. Another thing people tend to miss in those listing descriptions are pain points that this product can solve. Not everybody reads the description over on Etsy, but the algorithm does. People will look for things based on the pain point they may be having. So this helps optimize your listing. So, like I said, it's going to give you 5 examples. So, what are the pain points this product helps solve? And this is the product that I have that's linked to this QR code. It can help people that say, I don't know what kind of digital product to create. I feel overwhelmed by all the Etsy competition and trends. I waste hours researching and still feel stuck. I hate writing product descriptions that rank, or I hate writing product descriptions that rank well. Oh, that's crazy. All right. I'm confused about how to make passive income with digital downloads, right? Um, that's a little weird one there. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, and 5. I don't know who would hate writing product descriptions that way. Oh, I know what they're saying. A person that hates writing them. You want the GPT to write it for, or you know what I'm saying. All right. But I'm going to go ahead and skip that one because that caused some confusion for me. All right. So it says the next step. What are the dream outcomes your buyers want after using your product, which is my book? All right. I want them to feel like they can finally launch the first digital product with confidence, have a clear plan and product, ideas tailored for their niche, spend less time researching and more time creating, understand Etsy trends and feel ahead of the curve, and help them make their first passive income sale on Etsy. So I'm going to say all. Yeah, they do. Sometimes things that rank well sound weird. Yeah. So the next step, a lot of you forget to say what file format you're offering in your listing. People can see it when they take a look at the listing, but because Etsy puts a little part in there that says the file types. But say, for instance, you're not listing on Etsy. This works well on other platforms as well. You still want to tell people what file format they're getting. So in this case, I'm going to type 1 for a PDF so they'll know what they're getting. The next question is, what are your terms of use? A lot of people forget this too. So my terms of use is 1, personal use only, 2 or 3 for non-transferable, 4 for includes lifetime access for one user, and you may use the tools to create so you don't do it. Yep, and 5, you may create and sell your own digital products, but may not sell or distribute the starter kit itself. A lot of people don't know how to word those things too. So this GPT helps you find your words. Another thing people forget to add is your unique selling proposition. One of the other reasons I want you to go through this is actually a lesson in how to talk about your product. You talk about the not the features of your product, but the potential outcomes of your product. All right, the transformational opportunity somebody can have with it. All right, so what's your unique selling point, your USP? What makes your product different or better than other digital starter kits? Powered by ChatGPT with direct links, no skills needed. Yeah, okay. All-in-one starter kit with idea generation, research, SEO, and listings. Oh yeah. Help sellers launch quickly without hours of trial and error. Can promise that. 4, created by a successful Etsy seller who understands market trends. So 1, 2, and 4. So now the next step is it wants to know if this is an AI generated prompt guide. And the reason why that is in here is so that way you can keep your prompt guide from being taken down, but we're still trying to figure out why. Even with Etsy's terms of use, they tell you what you need to have for your prompt guides and they're still coming down. So it has to do something with the AI that they have walking the site. So right now, what I've been telling people to do, instead of calling your prompt guide a prompt guide, call it a design template. Yep, call it a design template. So I'm going to say no. The next thing is the final step before a listing description. What do I want people to feel after using my product? I want them to feel relieved, motivated, confident, inspired, and empowered. So I wrote the GPT to ask you 3 follow-up questions based on what you selected earlier. All right. No, not 3, 1. It said 3 emotions. All right. So now what it's about to write is 3 SEO optimized titles, terms of use, 5 key features with emoji bullets because you can't do bullets over in Etsy. So I set it up so that way it gives you your bullets. You don't have to go searching for them. 5 key benefits, 10 FAQs with answers, 5 ideal customer types, 5 pain points and dream outcomes, Google ready alt text, 20 SEO keywords, and 5 marketing strategies. You get all of this with this. So I'm going to say, yes, I am ready. Send it through. This has to be one of the best GPTs that I have ever written. So the three keyword rich SEO titles, it gave me that. It gave me the terms of use. It gave me the 5 features. It's given me the 5 key benefits. It is giving me 10 FAQs to keep people out of my inbox, right? Because I work a full-time job and I may not have time to answer questions, but they can go to the listing to find their answers. I want people to know who this digital product is for. I want them to know the pain points that it will work on and the dream outcomes that it may provide. Here's your Google friendly alt text. Google friendly alt text means this. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to show you guys what I mean because I shared this earlier. I'm going to actually go back into my site. So give me 1 second. So I get into my site and I'm going to show you guys where to add that information. All right, so let me share this tab. All right, so when you are setting up your mockups in Etsy, to add alt text, so that way when people Google things, it will bring them to your Etsy listing. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and tap an image, and right there where it says alt text, you want to put your text there. That can strengthen your listing and also help people who have accessibility. They need accessibility. What an accessibility tool can do is read the listing to them. It can read what it is. The more information you have in there, the better for the other person. Do that one more time. You want to add your image, select the pencil. No, you don't, because that's just an update. So discard. Select the image. Don't select the pencil because Etsy added an ability for us to edit those images. And the only time I would probably edit, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't edit any of my images using these because I want my images to show up. I want the customer to know what the image may look like. And I don't want to put no shadows, no blacks, no whites, no contrast. I don't want to put any of that in it. So I don't know why Etsy put that there. I wouldn't, anything I'm selling, I would want them to see what it is. All right. So don't click the pencil. That's new. Instead, click the image. And when you click the image, select alt text and place your alt text here. All right. So this one for me was created using AI. So if you don't put anything, Etsy will put something there for you. All right. Etsy will put something there for you. All right. You guys see how I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 images? And then I have 1, 2, 3. These last 3 help people visualize what they can do with the art. Just because you have these images and they look pretty doesn't necessarily mean people can visualize what they look like on a tumbler, on a pillow, as a sticker. All right. This listing has 20 images. I'm not showing all 20. So if people like her, they're like, this is what's attracting people to this listing. This is the image itself, but they actually get 20. And people can try to copy that image if they want to, but you have to have Nita's prompt guide and you have to have the words that I use with Nita's prompt guide in order to get it to look this way. You can try doing it in ChatGPT. It'll give you something similar. But then here's the thing as well. A person may create something similar, but one of the things that I do to my images is I upscale the pixel size of the art. So this image can go from a 2x3 card size print to a 24x36 and not lose its resolution. It won't be pixelated. All right. All right. Let's go back. Share this tab. All right. So that is your Google friendly alt text. And then your keywords. It gives you your keywords. Then it gives you 5 marketing strategies to boost your sales. Then it says, would you like help writing a matching Etsy tagline, email opt-in, or Instagram caption to promote this product? Would you like it? Right? It's asking you that. Now, what I would do, and this is what I do for I have my folders over here. If I am using a paid version of ChatGPT, I'm going to create a new folder that says Etsy listings and put this conversation inside of it. All right, so let me see if it'll let me do it. There's my project name. Create project. Now I am going to go back to that conversation. I'm going to select the 3 dots. It doesn't do that. Let me grab it. Let me just drag it up to Etsy listing and add it. See if it did it. Should add right inside of that folder. So are you going to do it? Did it do it? Nope, it's not letting me do it. Shucks. All right. I was hoping it would let me do it. I know I'm missing something. See if it'll let me move it to a folder. No. Drag and drop. Add to folder. Nope. There was a time it was letting me do it. It's not letting me do it anymore. All right, no worries. Thought I would show you guys something extra. So we're going to delete the project. But I will tell you this, if you have the license to do this, what you can do is, let me go into here, which is my Teams account. And I can, let's see here. More results, more listings. Let's see here. You gonna let me do it? Or is it under the other one? Let me go back here. Is it under here? Oh, my task. Oh, there it is. Nope, that's not it. Let's go back to here. Go here. I am looking for the ability to create, to get it to do something. I don't see it. All right. Well, never mind. I'll show that another time because there's a way that I schedule it to do things for me. Every Tuesday at a certain time, it lets me know what's trending on Etsy. All right. You said you had the same issues today. Yeah, I can't find it now where I can move things around. They must be running an update or I'm just missing something. I don't know. Whatever the case may be, I was going to show you guys how to move a conversation into a folder, into a project. And I was going to show you how to set up a task in ChatGPT, but I don't see the ability to set up a task here, which is fine. It's probably moved somewhere else. I'll find it later on. All right. So let me go back to the conversation that I was having with it. Go back. All right. So now let's go to digital listing. Perfect. All right. Now, one of the things that I do when I do my listings on Etsy is not all of my listings have pictures or my mockups have pictures on them. Some of the mockups I put words. The reason why I do that is understanding the DIYer. A lot of them don't read the description, but they will read the pictures. So if you need to have 5 images, but you don't know what to create, fill those images with these words. Then you can reuse these very same listings, delete out anywhere there's some pictures, keep this, put your alt text under this. So that way, every time you copy this to create another listing that uses the same information, have this set up so you have your own alt text in it, and your alt text can say anything you want it to say to make you Googleable. All right. Now, this is a bonus for those of you that stuck around. I'm going to go ahead and go into another Etsy. Let me do this. Get out of here. Just trying to clean us all up. Going to go into Etsy. And I am going to search for clip art. All right. Search for clip art. I want to, for the people in the back, or maybe just be joining, I want to filter out by digital downloads and star seller. I want to replace the word star with the word best because I want to see all the best sellers. I want to see what people are buying. Bestseller, bestseller, bestseller. This is pretty. Watercolor glam, pastel. I can see what people are liking. Pastels. I see it now, pastels. This first page says a lot. Pastel, pastel, pastel colors. All right. So what I'm going to do is come over here to keyword research. This is a bonus. All right. I'm going to go ahead and let me remove the QR code so you guys can see, or can I move it down? Let's do this. There we go. I'm going to type the word pastel. I'm going to hit enter. All right. So you guys see the word pastel here. 2,577 sales, but there are over 1 million products that use that word pastel. Misspelled. P space ASTEL. About the same number of searches. So this column right here is searches. It has a lot of searches per month. 2,577 for the word pastel. But there are 2,555 searches for the misspelled word pastel with the space in between, but far less products under there. DCT, and those of you that have been with Cocoa Twins for a while, you know exactly why this happens. Same thing right here, PAS space TEL, 2,505 searches for it. This right here, this column is buyers. This is how the buyers are moving. This is sellers information. Far less competition under the misspelled word. What the misspelled word like that means. First of all, don't put it in your title. Don't put it in your description. Use it as a hashtag on your listing. What that means, and I actually talked to the creator of Evergreen about this. Actually, and you can find my interview with him on his site. And he said, I'm one of the few people that caught this. He said that they really struggle with putting misspelled words on this platform because they don't want, to confuse people. And he said that I'm one of the very, very few people that realize this is actually a way to search. So Etsy doesn't want you to use misspelled words. Etsy has no control over how the internet sees things, right? So because Etsy has a search bar, when people start typing in words, pastel, PAS, and they stop typing. And the drop down shows up. That's predictive text. That space is where you stopped and where the system picked up. Etsy actually reads those misspelled words and helps people rank on the site. Odd and weird, I know, but it is one of those game changing things that I've found in using in Etsy. And there are people in my community that have used that and have found success. Go ahead in the chat. If you have used that, let them know in the chat that you have used that thing there that I shared a while back with the community, right? So how does that work? I'm going to go into Etsy. I want to type PAS. You see where it has PAS, and then it just went on ahead and just guessed passport, pastel art, pastel wall art, pasta art, pasta drying rack, right? The words that you see are the words that people are using when they start typing in PAS. Those are the Etsy will tell you what people are looking for. All right. Where you stop typing and where the system picked up is predictive text. And there are people who use those, those so that way there are less people in the space than if the word was completely spelled out. Yep. When I found that, I was like, what? That's a thing? But it's a thing. Predictive text. Predictive text. All right. All right. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. Hope that makes sense. All right. Now I'm going to go back into ChatGPT. Now I'm going to show you guys when you open up those GPTs that you get from me, you can literally have a conversation with those GPTs. Right? So I'm going to go ahead and let's see here. Let's go to, I just lost it just that quick. Y'all, I'm 50 years old. I forgot what do I put in here to call another GPT. I forgot just that quick. Somebody give me, come on, DCT. Somebody give me one of my coaches. Help me find that word because I am really having a 50-year-old moment right now. What is that word that we use to get it to look for the other GPTs? What is that word? Let me see. GPT to conversation. Don't laugh. It's at. Thank you. I found it. Oh, y'all got it too. Thank you. I've been on going through all this coding all day. I'm like, what symbol is that? It's at. So say for instance, you wanted to stack your AI employees. One creates the listings. The other one can create, let's see what I have in here. Let's do, see if anything comes up. Let's see, A. Let's do P, R-O and P. There we go. So say for instance, I wanted to call on another GPT. I can call on another GPT and have a conversation with it, right? Let me show y'all. This is super cool. So this is one of the GPTs that I created called the Prompt Coder Pro, which creates Canva landing pages, interactive quizzes, interactive sites using Canva code. I'm going to say, please write a prompt to help me. Oh, hush, Renee. And then gonna say ampersand. Oh, hush. Please write a prompt to help me create a no-code site to create Etsy listings. Send it through. Because the Prompt Coder Pro is written with a certain set personnel. Oh, hush, Dean. Written with a certain set of instructions, it's going to create based on those instructions. So I'm going to take it. It wrote it all out for me to create Canva code. I'm going to go ahead and copy all of this Etsy listing creator tool, no code site. Copy all of this. I'm going to go into Canva. I'm going to share my screen once I get there. And we're there. Share this screen. So Canva code, I'm going to go ahead and select Canva AI. I'm going to come down here, code for me. I'm going to paste that code right in there. So the reason why I wanted to show you guys that, this is especially for my Canva season VIPs and the elite people, you have a GPT that will write your codes for you after you're done with your conversation. So those landing pages, those interactive pages to create prompts and images, it'll do it for you. All you got to do is drop it into that. And on Thursday, we'll be talking about that. So those of you that grabbed the book today, and those of you that are already part of Canva season, you'll receive an email tomorrow with information about the class that we're having on Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Hope you guys are ready for this. All right. So, in order to get access to that course and to avoid confusion, only those who grab the book and are all the book that my QR code at the top, they grab the book and you're part of Canva season, you'll receive an email about that GPT, right? For the class, we're going to talk about the things you need to ask Canva to do what you see it doing right now. VIPers and elite members will get access to this GPT. So don't think just because you're not getting the GPT, say ampersand again, you won't get information. Will it be recorded? Yes. Yes. Yep. It'll be recorded. Okay. All right. So let's keep going and let's see what it creates for me. Let's see. So it is up to 200 and almost 300 lines of code. I know what H3 stands for. That's header 3. H1 is header 1. Excuse me. Let's see here. The P, some of the stuff I know what it means, right? But to sit and write all of this code, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, right? So I'm just going to keep letting it go. And then let's see what it creates for me. If you add another GPT into the conversation, does that GPT have to be pinned on the sidebar? Yes, it does. So what does Desmond mean by that? So let's share this tab. In order to call on an employee, another GPT, they have to be chilling on the side. They can't be off somewhere else because they can't hear you. In order to call on another GPT, aka AI employee, they have to be available on the left-hand side. To make it available, what you want to do is pin it. So you can pin it. This will say pin or show in sidebar. All right. So I'm going to take it off and now, or keep in sidebar. When you do that, the GPT can be called on. It can also be called on if you've used the GPT that day. It usually keeps those in the sidebar as well. All right. Thank you for that, Desmond. Thank you for that. Let me go back to Canva. And all right. And it is still writing the code. Let me tell you guys this about Canva. If you are running code for Canva, pull the tab off. Don't have all those tabs across the screen and go in and out of them. Once you go out of this tab, it's going to pause. It's going to pause on writing the code. All right. So just like that, create your Etsy listing in minutes, a no stress, AI powered listing generator to boost your sales and save time. This is the first time I'm seeing it too. So SEO optimization built in, ready in seconds, simple guided process, conversion focused copy. Start now. Look at that. What are you selling? Let's see if all the buttons work. A digital planner. Who's your target audience? Small business owner. What does it help them do? Find Etsy digital download ideas. What makes your product special? It's AI powered. Select your product format. Yeah, you saw what I did. I just told it to create this for me. And just like that, I got a listing creator. Product title, optimize Etsy description. I can copy it to the clipboard. Sometimes these buttons don't work. So you have to go back and tell it to make these buttons work. Then it gives me the features, the benefits, and the SEO keywords. So now it would be a lot faster and a lot easier for my customers to be able to use this tool versus the ChatGPT tool. And check it here. It only writes the product title up to 140 characters, which is what you are allowed in Etsy. What? So just like that, I have this. So those of you that are in Canva season, we're going to talk about how you can position this as a lead magnet for people. All right. All right. I just gave those of you that have access to my GPTs. I just gave you some game. You can, yeah. Mm-hmm. Canva season people, elites and VIPs, you got access to that GPT. All right. I've been saving so many GPTs for easy access that some were disappearing. I thought they were gone, but that app brings them back. All right. So that's a thing still. All right. So whew, this can be exhausting, y'all, if you don't keep up with all of this stuff. So say, for instance, let me go to one of my GPTs. Share my screen so you can see the full screen. All right. You guys can use this generator. It's one of the generators I have open on ChatGPT. So say, for instance, you want to keep track of your GPTs. Don't just rely on putting them in a sidebar. No, bookmark them. Select that star. So that way you bookmark these GPTs, and when you're ready to use them, you'll be able to get them out of your bookmark under your list of bookmarks. All right. Now, I know this is a lot of information. That's why if you guys want to really do a deep dive into this thing, deeper than what I went into it today, you'll have to be part of DCT Fundamentals. All right. So there is a way to be able to make the money on Etsy, but you got to understand the game. You got to understand how to do the different things. All right. So I hope that I gave you guys the information that you can use. I hope I gave it to you guys. I hope you guys are ready to use it. I hope you guys are consistent with using it. I hope those of you that are in DCT Fundamentals, you ask your questions, because it took work to become a top seller on Etsy. So being part of DCT Fundamentals means that you have an advantage over other people, and that you have access to people who have been doing well on Etsy. All right. Long class, a lot of information, a lot of, technical hiccups, but nonetheless, you guys got the information there. I hope you use it. If you got questions, I hope you ask, and I'll holla at y'all later. Y'all be easy.